Hi, it's Debbie Williams, and today I'm going to talk about OCD and why OCD isn't necessarily a problem. It's the goal that you have your OCD about. So if you're OCD and you continually check things, or you have obsessive thoughts and you're overthinking, what if, I get this disease, or what if this happens, or what if that happens, then you're overthinking with a goal in mind of something that you don't want. Now, a lot of successful people have OCD, but they use it to focus on what they want. So if they're focusing on being a champion in their particular genre, then they'll be very obsessive and calculated of, this is where I want to go, how am I going to get there? And because they've got the eye on the goal that they want to achieve, then they're meticulous in the details on how to get there, and the goal is keeping them focusing on something that's positive. If you look at it as perhaps a solution for OCD, that if you're going down the negative path, now this isn't going to wipe it out completely, but it's going to give you an idea of a direction to go for. How about setting a goal to be OCD about having a life in balance? Now, when I work with clients one-to-one, this is sort of where we go with it, or OCD about being happy and in the flow of life, and those kind of goals. And along the way, we're pretty much training the brain to break the obsessive pattern of the what if, negative thought, negative thought, negative thought, negative thought, so that we can question those thoughts and recognize that, it's this brain is having a thought. And a lot of times our brain gets carried away and we're entranced by it because we have time to think. 150 years ago, we didn't have time to think. We were so busy getting food on the table that we didn't have the luxury of time. And if you think about, if we turn on the news, it's 99.999% negativity. So we're being bathed in negative thinking. So it's easy then to carry on when we have space in our own mind. And to break that cycle, again, just writing down those thoughts and questioning, is it true? Is it helping me reach my outcome? But setting the frame of, I want to be OCD about having a life in balance. Now, I'm very OCD and I have a life in balance. And so, I'm talking from experience. And some of the quirky things I do, sometimes I get locked into ordering online a certain particular china teapot and accessories that I like, Queen's Virginia strawberry teapots, and I've got, I think, about 40 of them, and it's a habit that doesn't cause any negative side effects. I've got enough storage for them, and at some point I think I might sell some of them. But previously I had OCD thinking around food and sort of addicted to certain food, and behaviours of worry and going to catastrophizing, really the worst case scenario, and getting myself into a bit of state. But through discovering NLP and the work that I do, I managed to exercise the muscle between my ears and start to master my own mind. Now, there's lots of free videos on this channel that can help with lots of tips on what you can do. I've got a free download called Stop Worrying, Create a Wonderful Life. So there's a link to that below. It won't cure OCD, but it'll help start to calm the thoughts. And then I've got it's a paid for program called Blitz Negative Thoughts, and it's kind of a bit overkill, which OCD is, of 12 downloads. Many of them have got 4 tracks on them, 5 tracks on them. That's like a course for the next year of mastery of your own mind. That, if you have got OCD and it is torturing you, then this will help to undo the thinking if you're obsessive about actually doing the work. And that's a good thing with OCD. They're very, very, very motivated, and we get a lot done. If we look at sort of the likes of one of the dragons on Dragon's Den, Peter Jones, he's OCD. He plans 100 days in advance. You kind of know with that level of thinking, he's going to be a billionaire at some point. He's still only young at the moment. If we look at David Beckham, he's OCD in his spare time of you know, the hoover of the rug has got to have lines on it and stuff, and really that's just a sign of an overactive mind that doesn't know how to switch off. And when he's focused on the football, it's pretty much, this is where I want the ball to go, and if he misses, it's very much, no, this is where I want it to go. He doesn't pay attention to the failures. It's just keep going till I get it where I want it to go. And so he's exercised the muscles between his ears to be very, very successful in what he does. But on his days off, sometimes then his brain plays tricks with him, as does mine. And I've learnt to put things in that are quirky. You know, the other night I decided, oh, Russell and Bromley shoes, they've got a sale on. That's one pair that I would love to have, and I've ordered it, and so excited. I didn't read the small print. It came, my heel was hanging over the back of it, and I thought, this is very small. Normally I can get into a size 5, and I'd actually ordered a US size 5, not a UK size 5, which is actually a UK size 3, so they had to go back, and I'm much disappointed about that. So OCD isn't a problem, it is what you're focusing on. And yeah, whatever I do can be quite obsessive, but if it's stuff that doesn't hurt, if it's stuff that doesn't pull me down, then I don't see a problem with that. You know, if I want to order China things, if I want to order other things that pleases me, it's far better doing that than other behaviours that were less than health enhancing. Okay, it's great talking to you today. Bye now.